بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Allah Ta'ala has said, وَكُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا وَلَا تُسْرِفُوا إِنَّهُ لَا يُحِبُّ الْمُسْرِفِينَ. Eat and drink and do not be excessive. Indeed, He does not love the excessive. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not prohibited us from enjoying the permissible, lawful pleasures of this life. He said, قُلْ مَنْ حَرَّمَ زِينَةَ اللَّهِ الَّتِي أَخْرَجَ لِعِبَادِهِ وَالطَّيِّبَاتِ مِنَ الرِّزْقِ. Say, O Muhammad, who prohibited the bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which He brought forth, and the pleasures, the pleasurable forms of rizq, of provision. They are permissible for those who have believed in the life of this dunya, and they will be given to them in their purest form in the akhirah. Allah Ta'ala has commanded us though not to waste, not to be excessive. And there is a difference, dear brothers and sisters, between israf and tabdhir. Allah Ta'ala, He said, إِنَّ الْمُبَذِّرِينَ كَانُوا إِخْوَانَ الشَّيَاطِينَ. Indeed, al-mubadhirin, they are the wasteful. They were, or they are the brothers of the devils. But tabdhir, dear brothers and sisters, is spending on haram. Even if it is 1p, that's tabdhir. It's waste. And israf is spending a lot on the halal. And therefore somebody who buys something, somebody goes and buys some drugs, £5. Although that is not excess, it is tabdhir, because it's haram. And so that is waste greater than somebody who goes and buys a fancy chocolate bar, for example, £5. That's quite excessive. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, although He has made the permissible forms of rizq allowed for us to enjoy, He doesn't like waste. What is the waste that we see in our lives? Leaving the lights on, leaving the water running, leaving the boiler on all day, the heaters on and the windows open, buying clothes despite there being no need, buying shoes despite your shoes being able to carry you for hundreds of miles more, buying a car that you don't need with specs that you'll never use. This is a phone that, it's like a supercomputer. It's amazing. Yeah, and you're only going to use it for WhatsApp. So that's waste. That is excess. That's excess which Allah doesn't love. And we live in a time, dear brothers and sisters, where truly we need to observe some zuhd. We need to observe some asceticism. Not to make things that are halal haram, but to detach our hearts and disconnect them from the love of the material world, which has consumed us. Our consumption of the world has consumed us, where we are attached to the most recent phone, most recent laptop, most recent, the latest cap. Even people who queue up for caps and for trainers, their brains are attached to their feet. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, we seek refuge in Allah. We are in desperate need of some zuhd, of some asceticism. Why? Because our attachment to the dunya has become too strong. And that is not in earning money, but it is in the love of money. You can earn as much as you like, but how you spend it and how you earned it is what you will be questioned for on the Day of Judgment. The Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, أَلَا تَسْمَعُونَ أَلَا تَسْمَعُونَ إِنَّ الْبَذَاذَةَ مِنَ الْإِيمَانِ إِنَّ الْبَذَاذَةَ مِنَ الْإِيمَانِ. Do you not hear? Do you not hear? Indeed, badhatha, dishevelment, is from Iman. Indeed, dishevelment is from Iman. And this hadith is authenticated by Shaykh al-Albani, rahimahullah. What is badhatha? What is badhatha? Badhatha is dishevelment. To be a bit dusty, to wear old clothes, to not appear with your finest apparel, not to present an image of zuhd, an image of an ascetic an image of a righteous person who's detached to the world, but to fight the nafs that wants to look the best all the time, the nafs that wants to outdo others, the nafs that wants the best car. But that is in the car as well, dishevelment in the car, that you have that same car people call a banger for the last 20 years, but it got you from A to B reliably. And the Beamer got the person to A to B, but it cost them more, didn't it? And the money could have gone on better causes. That is also badada. We need some zuhd in our lives. And Umar radiallahu anh, he said, اخشوشنوا فإن النعم لا تدوم. He said, اخشوشنوا, from khushuna. Khushuna is roughness. He said, roughen up, because the blessings don't last. And dear brothers and sisters, this is what I want to close with. We can see prices going up. And the luxuries which, or the standard, the standard of living which we have enjoyed for so long, yes, will become luxuries that will be out of our price range. And this is a reality. Nations rise and go down, rise and go down. This is the nature of, this is how history has shown all nations to be. Yes? Times of prosperity and times of adversity. Times of prosperity, times of adversity. And by all measures, we are heading towards times of adversity. And for those who are accustomed to a soft, nice, luxurious life, roughen up, as Umar radiallahu anh said. Toughen up, because the blessings don't last. This is the truth. Health doesn't last. Wealth doesn't last. Comforts don't last. Even security doesn't last forever. There's no guarantee that you'll enjoy security forever. And so, while we are immersed in the dunya, immersed in the pleasures of the dunya, you might be knocked suddenly, and your attention is raised to something you were not prepared for. And we're seeing that now. People who were comfortable, people who were living well, well off, middle-class lives, suddenly their state has changed overnight. And we can't imagine that happening to us. But it is within reason now. And so, roughen up, toughen up, because the ni'am, the blessings, they don't last. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.